Live on YouTube. Yes, we are live on YouTube. Can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? I'm hoping that I have no audio issues today. I think I have fixed my issue with the cord, with the little dongle I use, so I can use a 3.5mm jack with the newer iPhones that have had the 3.5mm jack removed since the iPhone 7. So can you hear me clearly and see me clearly? How's everyone doing today? Hope you enjoyed the stream I did earlier. Go check it out if you missed it after this one. 2 hours of great content regarding, you know, why women withhold intimacy. What's the real reason? Queen Helen Casey is here. The Queen is here. You're good. Lewis is here. Hello, Lewis is Queen. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? I just shared your stream out and gave you a like. Excellent. Excellent. Just going to wait a few more minutes for some more people to pop on in. I must say this first and foremost, folks. I've been very pleased with the way things have been going on my YouTube channel lately. We have become completely a drama-free zone, and it just feels really nice to be able to just hang out with some good, down-to-earth and reasonable people. And I want to thank everyone that has been a part of my community for quite some time for your continued loyalty and your patronage. It's unexpected. I don't expect any of this from anyone, but when people are loyal because they feel like being loyal, you automatically get my loyalty in return. And I'm very grateful and thankful for that. So yeah, it's been amazing lately, folks. Things are going quite well for me, personally, professionally. My family's doing great. We're halfway through the year. We made it through Independence Day and nothing major really happened, so we're all good. And if our government here in the U.S. could learn to better get along, we would move further ahead in that way as well. Just wanted to mention one thing here. It just really ticked me off seeing this on CNN about Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, I don't even consider her to be conservative. She's like alt-right. She's like, my opinion of her is that, wow, man, you want to talk about radical feminism? That woman has an issue with the way our wonderful President Joe Biden is handling the pandemic, encouraging people to get vaccinated, and she's basically being the rebel and saying, it should be people's choices. That is true. It is people's choices whether they want to get vaccinated or not. But you being a member of Congress, ma'am, should hold yourself to a higher level of professionalism. This has nothing to do with me being slight left and her being technically on the right. I don't consider her a conservative because conservatives don't behave that way. I have many conservative friends and they're good people. And they're very reasonable and rational unlike her. And there was a move earlier on in the year to try to get her removed from Congress, or even last year, but it failed. That just really bothers me. It really bothers me what some people on the right have been saying about Joe Biden, that really cares about saving lives and taking care of the people and moving things forward, getting all the stimulus is all taken care of, right? Almost half the country, I believe, is now fully vaccinated here in the U.S. because of Joe Biden's efforts. Whether you're on the left or the right doesn't matter. You have to appreciate a man's effort, or a woman's effort if it was a woman. And he has a woman as a VP. So you want to talk about a guy that's diverse, that not only respects men, but respects women to the point of where he has a woman as his vice president? What's there not to respect about Joe Biden? Whether you're on the left or the right. This is not a competition, folks. This is about doing the right thing for the people. It's about doing what's best for our country and what's best for the world, and make this world a better and safer place. But a lot of people care more about the elephant and the donkey. Oh, the donkey's better than the elephant, right? Or the elephant's better than the donkey, right? That's what we spend our tax dollars on, for Congress to fight about left versus right. How pathetic is that? How pathetic is that? I've never seen such a lack of professionalism in our government or in Congress as I've seen by some of the people on the right since Trump lost re-election. So many angry and bitter, unprofessional people, right? Fine, I understand. Your guy lost. Your party lost. Well, Trump beat out Hillary 4 years before that. We were a little unhappy about that on the left, but we moved past it. And you know what? We did our best to support the guy, despite all of his crazy shenanigans. At the end of the day, before I get to the topic here, just wish everyone would learn to get along. We don't all have to like each other or agree with each other's messages. But just either learn to get along or just move on and quit bothering people. Quit bothering people that you want nothing to do with. Make your point and move on. That's all I want to say at the beginning of this stream. How's the audio still? Are we still good with the audio? We should be. I'm going to stop over here and check out the chat. Well, all I'm going to say in the chat is that you folks are entitled to your opinions, and that's fine. It's a free country here in the U.S. It's a free world pretty much, right? Hey, listen, just to be fair, if Donald Trump was in office still and he did the same things that Biden did to make progress with the pandemic and other stimulus stuff, and other things he's done, I'd respect Trump despite the fact that he's on the opposite party of myself. I'm going to go the other way because those kids are over there smoking it up. So I'm going to avoid that area for now. Again, like I said, it's all about what's right and what's best for the overall aspect of everyone. tired of the fighting. Tired of people not getting along over stupidity. Tired of women trying to show up men and men trying to show up women. Tired of our government fighting over the political party stuff, right? It's stupid. It's stupid, folks. You know how I know it's stupid? Because, I used to fight battles that not only I couldn't win, but no one was a winner. I used to fight battles with people out here on YouTube that were just trying to do whatever it would take to trigger me, to get a reaction and make content out of it. There's no way to win a battle like that, right? So it's not even worth fighting it, right? My wish is just for everyone to look at themselves in the mirror, and if you don't like what you see, make changes so you can love what you see. It all starts within you and how you show up. It starts within you as an individual and how you show up. When I show up with love and positivity and happiness and strength. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right or down the middle with your political views. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, lesbian, bi, trans. It doesn't matter. I love all of you. You're all people. And whether, I believe in what you're doing or the way you're choosing to live your life or not, it's not my place it's not my place to attack you or criticize you. It's my place to be an accepting person of how people choose to live their life. But it's also my choice on who I hang out with. So if I don't like hanging out with certain people, it's not my place to attack them. It's just my choice to not hang out with them, right? That's the proper and mature way to handle it, right? Before I get to the topic here, because this is something I really want to talk about. My experiences out here on YouTube and social media for the last 4 years running my coaching business, I've come across grown-ass people that act like 2-year-olds, men and women. Men and women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, acting like little kids. Not acting like adults. Why? Because they experienced some negativity in their life. They've been through things. And they want to just come out here and whine and complain and say, look at me, look at me, look at me. I've been through this. You should be understanding to me because this is what happened to me. Well, how about I share my story with you? Do you have about 50 hours to sit around and talk? Me telling you about every single terrible thing that's happened to me? Or as a grown adult, do I understand that sometimes in life, things just don't go your way. And you have to learn how to let some things go and move forward. As a man, my father taught me how to move forward no matter what. No matter what anyone says about me or does to me or whatever. That's what I wanted to share here at the beginning today, folks. A little freestyling before we get to the show. I'm gonna step on over here and take a look at the chat right when I get to the tree over there in the shade so I can see the screen. Till I get there, listen, I'm not here to kick anyone down. I love everybody, right? I love each and every one of you, whether you love me or not. All I'm trying to do is help uplift you. And maybe one day you'll change your attitude and realize that, hey, life is too short to react and overreact to things. Give me a second here, folks. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, BWYA Gaming. That just bless your heart, woman. I didn't mean to call you woman. I meant that respectfully. For the $25 super chat, you don't need to do that, BWYA Gaming. Can we start a GoFundMe? What the hell was that? I don't know what the heck that was. I heard a sound. Can we start a GoFundMe for the less fortunate attention seekers? Well, if you'd like me to put that $25 minus the 30% that YouTube and Google get towards that fund, I'd be happy to.
Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me?
What the heck? Give me a second, folks. I don't know what's going on here. Did you folks hear anything in the background there for a second? It was weird. A YouTube video or live stream or something was playing in the background. Can you folks hear me at all? Can you hear me and see me? That was pretty weird. I've never seen that happen. I don't know what the heck. I don't know how the heck that happened. Were you able to hear that like other like I think on someone else's stream I'm subscribed to or some random stream just popped up. I guess I had my app open before I switched to the live section. That was really strange. But thank you again, BWYA Gaming, for the $25 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Let me see. Oops. You might have just seen me freeze up for a second again. I went off screen for a second. I'm sorry, folks. Let me get caught up here. It says, I don't love everybody. Most people are gobsheets. All right, bro. Let me ask you something, Riff, with lots of love, bro. I'm not saying you have to like every person you encounter or socialize with them, but what about having a positive attitude, bro? And I'm your friend, bro. I'm just trying to help you because I know you've been through a lot, and I understand why your attitude is the way it is. I say this respectfully, dude. I care about you, and I care about people. When I say I love everyone, it means that I don't have any hate for anyone. I don't like what certain people do, and I want to associate with certain people. But deep within my heart, I don't have any hatred within me, Riff. I don't. That's how I've always been. And that's my style of helping people and coaching people. I mean, we have enough hate and negativity in this world as it is. We don't need to bring any more into it, right? And if we respond to things negatively and put out negative energy, that's what we're going to get back, bro. I'm just saying. And I'm not trying to give you negative energy. I'm trying to, be your friend and uplift you and uplift people, man. I think part of the reason why a lot of people on YouTube don't like who I am is because I'm such a positive person. And that just triggers them because, and I'm not talking about you, Rip, I'm talking in general. A lot of people just are unhappy deep within. They come out and say, oh, I'm happy, I'm good, I'm in a better place than you, right? But people that are in a better place than you, or people that are in a good place in general, are not going to go out of their way to say, I'm in a better place than you, Eli. I'm better than you, Eli. What are we, in grammar school? Nursery school, kindergarten? Come on now, guys. All I was saying earlier was that I just really wish that people would learn to better get along and stop, pushing out negativity, more negativity in this world than we already have. From me, at least I'm going to do my part. And if you've noticed, for quite a while now, I've really just let go of all the negative aspects that have riddled my life. And the only negative aspects I really have had over the last 3 or 4 years were some people out here on YouTube. I've learned to let that go and move forward. I just want to help people accomplish the same thing or things. And it's not easy. It's not easy to turn things around. I'm just a motivator. I'm a person that loves to inspire people and uplift people. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I love doing. Because I know how it feels to be down in the dumps. I know how it feels to go through things. I've been through many things in my life as well, despite having a good upbringing. It doesn't mean everything was perfect. It's pretty warm today. I think it's like 95 degrees right now. It's a hot day. So anyway, maybe we should get to the topic. What do you say? Let's get to it. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, the Walking with Purpose live edition, live from Red Morton Park in beautiful, sunny, and hot Redwood City, California. This is episode number 119 of these, Queen. I think you've been here for pretty much most of them, if not all of them, since the very beginning, when I started doing these a couple years ago. And today, I'm going to be talking about how to get and keep someone's attention in regards to business and personal success. We're going to be discussing how to get and keep someone's attention. On the thumbnail, as you can see now, I've changed up my thumbnails for my walking streams to include some verbiage on there regarding the topic. Before, they just said Walking with Purpose Live in the episode number. I've kind of changed it up. Do you folks like the new thumbnail? Queen, Riff, BWYA, what do you think about the new thumbnail? I've been really working hard on my branding and marketing. Now that I have a sponsor, I have a lot more responsibility. And even though my sponsor is my friend, he is a real sponsor and he runs a real business. And I want to make him proud and help him be successful as well because he's a good guy. I love helping good people. So, how do you get and keep someone's attention? Well, this is what gets my attention. What gets my attention for business or personal reasons is the same thing. It all boils down to one thing. It all boils down to one thing. And let me ask the chat before I share what that is. What do you think that one thing is for me that it takes to get my attention, whether it's for personal or professional reasons? Let me know in the chat. It's a warm day. It's a beautiful day. And I feel really good. Been getting into really, really good shape again. Not saying I was in horrible shape before. Didn't gain really any weight or anything. But during the pandemic, there were some times when I had my pinched nerve where I wasn't able to lift as much or do my sit-ups and all that. And you get a little soft. I wasn't fat, but you get a little soft. I feel more solid now. And that's a good feeling. When you feel more solid and you have a little more muscle, you have a little more strength to move around, and everything moves around smoothly in your body. It flows. Almost done with the first lap, folks. We're gonna do excuse me. We're gonna do 3 laps today. Excuse me. Man, the pollen is just super, super high. All right, let me just cross over here and get to the tree where I can see the screen and check out the chat. Hey, Adelaide, Australian Ellis, how you doing, bro? Great to see you as well. Let me see here. Guess you're looking a wee bit freezy. What does that mean, Riff? Grammar Nazis need love too, says BWIA Gaming. Grammar Nazis love my grammar, says BWIA. That's great. Thank you for continuing to be a channel member / sponsor, BWIA. Appreciate you. And you're a great mod too. Riff, I have a positive attitude, but the difference is I don't talk shit. I don't either, bro. I'm not saying I didn't in the past. I think we've all talked a bit of smack in the past, bro. But it's just not worth it. I had to learn the YouTube streets. They're different than the real life streets, bro. I think you and I both learned a lot. So did BWYA and Queen. A lot of us that have been doing this for 3 or 4 years on YouTube, we learned how to handle ourselves better out here. It's not saying that we weren't good people before. We just didn't know how to deal with the YouTube terrorists. That's the bottom line. It's the bottom line. Let me see. Or pretend to be an all-loving guru. Okay, Riff, that's great, bro. Thanks for your opinion. That's not why LOL, says Riff. Okay, something I said earlier he responded to. Throwing sand in your eyes in the kindness corner, shame on them. The best thing one can do for another is to help them kill their ego mind. That is real love. I agree with you, bro. Thanks again for being here, Australian Ellis. Adelaide's Advice Addict. Great to talk with you earlier today by phone. Hello, everyone. Hello, Adelaide. Yes, I know, says Queen. Anyway. So I'm still waiting for you folks to share with me, what do you think I look for when it comes to getting and keeping my attention? Whether it's for business or personal reasons, personal or professional reasons. I'm a pretty busy guy. I've got a lot going on. So why should I drop everything and get on the phone with you or email you back or meet with you in person and give you my precious time? And I'm not saying that to have an ego. Time is very precious, folks. You can never take back time. So what is the number one thing I look for that is necessary for me to give you and keep giving you my attention? To get and keep my attention. BWYA Gaming says, Riff, the bad part is they had to... Okay, I don't need to read that. I'm going to wait just another minute or so, and if nobody responds to what they feel is the number one thing it would take, or it takes, to get and keep my attention. It's something that I look for personally and professionally, meaning in my dating relationships, my friendships, and my professional relationships too. And with you folks out here on YouTube, I do consider you friends, but I also consider you professional friends as well. I consider you folks professional contacts and friends at the same time. We're YouTubers. And no matter what anyone says, this is YouTube is a business. In the modern world, YouTube is a job. Despite what anyone says, it's a job unless you're doing it as a hobby. But for people that are running a business, it's a job. So what is it going to take? What's the one thing over everything else it takes for me to give you my attention and to keep getting my attention? Someone with the straightness, whatever it says, of Rizzo, of Marty and the Spunk of Rizzo. Grease reference there. I got Riff, love that movie. I'm just going to tell you. It's one word. Value. You have to provide value to my life in some capacity in a positive way. And that doesn't mean money necessarily. It could mean money. If you want to invest in the channel or the business, that's on you, but I don't force that. But you have to provide me value, personally or professionally, in some capacity, in a positive manner, that's going to, be valuable to me. Whether it makes me feel good, whether it's a collaboration, whether it's someone being a good friend and making me aware of some evil stuff I wasn't aware of. I'm just giving you examples here, folks. What it takes to get and keep my attention is value. Okay? Many people out here on YouTube complain because they're not getting views and they're not getting subscribers, and they wonder why. this is your answer. You're not providing any value or enough value. No one's saying that you're not good enough or you're not capable of doing it. You're just not doing it as best as you can. You're not providing value or enough value. So some people may ask, what value do I provide? I live stream almost every day, once or twice a day. I've done some pre-recorded videos in the past, and I'll do some more. And I have some members-only videos, and I'm going to do some more soon. I share all of my tips and tricks on how to better your lives, personally and professionally, free of charge. I don't know how much more value I can provide than that. Well, I forgot. I share my personal stories and my personal experiences, and I compare them to others' experiences. And then I compare that to the way the modern world is. That's value, folks. If you can't provide value, or at least perceived value, you're not going to be able to hold anyone's attention nowadays. And people may be nice to you for a few seconds, but they're not going to give you a second look. You remember those days, BWYA and Queen, when we were a part of those growth stream communities? And we connected with so many people, but most of them just fizzled off, right? We subscribed to them, they subscribed to us. I did it for collaboration purposes, right? I invited every single one of those people to collaborate with me. And here we are, a year or two later, and how many are still around? BWYA, I met you from there, and I'm grateful for that. Queen Helen Casey, I met you from that. Riff, I met you from the MGTOW community. That was another group. And you're still around. But why? Why didn't those other people stick around? Why? Because they didn't perceive us to be of value to them for what they were looking for. Maybe they're looking for a quick fix. Maybe they're just looking for sub to try to get monetized, right? According to what they were seeking, the value in what they were doing was just subscribing to us and nothing more, right? But why did I do it? I did it because I saw value in everyone. I saw value in every person I connected with. Every channel I saw on a live stream, on a growth stream, or channel that I was recommended to go check out, I'd go check it out. I'd read the about section. I'd watch a video. Typically, it would be the intro video. And if I felt these were good people that I could work with in some capacity down the road, I would subscribe to them and send them a note. And I'd invite them over to my channel and my live streams, and so that way they can get to know me better and see what I do, so they can see hands-on how I can help them. And many of them did come around, and many of them would have worked with me, but back in those days, I wasn't good at handling the trolls and haters, and I made some mistakes, and a lot of people left, right? The point I'm trying to make is that I provide value, and I invite people to my channel. And once they get here, I give them more value. I engage the people. I talk with pretty much everyone that comes into my chat. I incorporate them into my shows because I'm a life coach. I'm here to help people get a better grip on their life. I'm here to uplift people. I'm here to help people feel better about themselves so they can feel comfortable accomplishing whatever they want to accomplish in life. If it's YouTube, if it's something else, I want to help you by, lifting you up and what's the right word I want to say here? Helping you break out of your shell. A lot of people are afraid to take that chance and do what it takes to be a YouTuber or to go into business for themselves. It can be pretty scary. It's a very scary thing, right? When you're all alone and you have no support, it's a very scary thing. So the value I provide is the support I give, and I give lots of free support. That's why I'm sponsored now. But at the same time, even the people I give free support to, lots of them will donate via the super chat on the YouTube side of things, or super sticker. They'll become a channel member, or they'll donate via Cash App or PayPal. By the way, Nightbot's sharing the Cash App and PayPal links. I believe it's every 7 minutes in the chat. Donations are greatly appreciated, but they are not required. Let me check out the chat here real quick. Blindness to value will hurt you. That's a great title there, Critical Mass. That makes sense in more ways than one. Reminds me of my good friend R.J. Sandifer that's no longer around. I mean, he's alive, but he's no longer around because the drama people got to him. Maybe that would be a good title for a video. I think it would. I'll keep that in mind. BWY Gaming says, as soon as you get big, they jump on the bandwagon. It's not about you. It's not about your content. It's about what you can give them. Right. Whether it be money, a boost in subs, etc. I did put new videos up today, says Queen. Critical Mass, you may have the biggest mic in the life coach business. Well, this is because, it's a windscreen. Critical Mass, right? It's a windscreen. Good evening, Elias, says Lewis Fuller. Good evening, Fuller. I know it's a joke. Critical Mass, thank you. Queen Helen Case says, hello, Lewis. Hello, Lewis says Critical Mass and Queen. BWI Gaming says, as Riff says, Critical, it's a working testicle. A Wookie. Yeah. Hi, everyone in the stream says Lewis. Yeah, there she goes. She changed it. Wookie. Putting out word seed says Critical Mass. What do you mean by that, bro? Autocorrect? LOL. Did somebody pass away? What happened? I need to get me something similar. Well, get yourself a Rode Mini shotgun microphone. If you have an Android, there's a 3.5 millimeter version. If you have an iPhone, there's a lightning port version. And it comes with a windscreen on it. The only thing is that they have a new version of the windscreen that doesn't work as well anymore. It's smaller. And when I had my old iPhone that had a 3.5 millimeter, excuse me, that had a 3.5 millimeter jack, I had the older version. It had a bigger windscreen. It had this windscreen on it that's now on my headset microphone. When I got my Rode microphone that I use for pre-recorded videos, that it has the lightning port. It had a smaller windscreen, and the wind was penetrating through. So I contacted Rode. I wanted to buy 2 of the older windscreens, and they said they don't sell them anymore, but they have some in stock, and they shipped me out 2 of them for free. I still need to do a video to thank them for that. I will do that down the road. But yeah, if you get a Rode shotgun microphone, they come with a windscreen. And that would take care of the issue. I'm hoping by now they went back to the older windscreen this size, because the newer one that's smaller doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it doesn't cut out as much of the wind. With this thing here, I've been in high wind, 50, 60, 70, no, I wouldn't say 70 mile an hour, but 50, 60 mile an hour wind. I've been right by the water where it's windy and people hear me clearly. Eli, you said RJ is no longer around, so I'm assuming he passed away. No. I was saying that the title that Critical Mass mentioned earlier that had blinded in there. What did he say? Blindness to value will hurt you. It reminded me of RJ Sandifer. Blindness to value. Because he's a blind YouTuber. I don't think RJ passed away unless that's what somebody's saying. I think if RJ passed away, a lot of people would be talking about it. We would all know about it. I hope he's okay. He's a good guy. It's just that it's not even his blindness that affects him, it's his Asperger's, a form of autism, where he just couldn't stay on the right side of things for a while. He kept going back to the drama sector because it got him more views. I went back and forth with that guy like 10 times at least, maybe 20, over the last 3 years. But I still think he's a good guy. I got that too. You have Asperger's too, Critical Mass? I didn't know that. I'm sure I can find something inexpensive that works well enough. You probably can. All you really need is some foam. You just need some foam. All this is it's a thick piece of foam, and the dead cat is on it, partially for show, but the dead cat also helps dissipate some of the wind before it even hits the foam. So between the foam and the synthetic dead cat, this is not real cat fur. This is synthetic. They call it a dead cat because it looks like a dead cat. But it's not. It's synthetic. I think we all know that. It just works very well to reduce wind noise when you're shooting video or doing live streams outdoors. Like if you can see up here, it's hot, but it's a little bit windy. Whoops. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm limited to my range. All right, let's continue. So here's the thing, folks. Providing value in some capacity, personally or professionally, is the best way to get someone's attention and to keep their attention. What you don't want to do is make it all about yourself, because it doesn't provide value for the person you're trying to work with, right? Or get with, right? In dating relationships, as superficial as this may sound, women look for a guy that's a valuable guy, and guys look for a woman that's a valuable woman. When we say valuable, we're not talking about financially. Sure, both sides need to be financially independent and well off, especially nowadays because women are liberated, right? But when I say value, I'm talking about what more do you have to bring to the table? Are you a great communicator? Okay. Do you take care of yourself? You know, are you in good shape? Are you healthy? Another aspect of value that guys see in women, if they want to have kids, Are you young enough and still fertile and at a good age to still have kids? Now, I'm not trying to be critical there, and I'm not saying that women don't have value after they can't have kids. They do. But for a man that's looking to have kids, is going to find more value in a woman that's able to have kids and is young enough to have kids and is healthy enough to have kids than a woman that isn't, right? So what it takes to catch and keep my attention, and what I feel it takes to catch and keep most people's attention, is the level of value you have to bring to them. We're in a modern digital world of social media craziness where we're so connected. We've got so many people seeking our attention. Why should we give any person in particular our attention? You know, if you have 100 people that are seeking your attention, let's say by email or by text or whatever, first thing when you wake up in the morning, how the hell are you going to handle that? What are you going to do? You're going to sort through it and get back to the ones that provide you the most value first. Typically, that would be people you know, people you've been working with. Like for me, when my moderators here on YouTube, send me a message or an email, I prioritize that over people I don't know. Now, if my brother or my mother send me an email or a text, I'm going to prioritize them over anybody, right? If I get a paid client reaching out to me, unfortunately, as bad as this may sound, this is the way you should handle it too, is I'm going to prioritize them over everybody with the exception of my family. Family always comes first. When it comes to family's health and safety and all that, I will always prioritize them over everything, including money, including all the business stuff. When it comes to everyone else, it just goes down the line. This is the way you should look at it. It's nothing, it's not being rude. It's just being smart about it, right? You got to take care of your paid clients first. Once you're done with that, then you check in with the people that mean the most to you. And then whatever time you have left, new people that are trying to get your attention, maybe collaborate with you on a business project, or they want to be friends or whatever, you work through them, after that. But let's say you have 10, 20 people that are trying to reach out to you and be your friend. How are you going to sort out through that? You're going to look through and see what each one of them says briefly. And for me, I'll pick one or two initially that stand out the most, that write to me professionally, are kind and down to earth, but, bring some kind of value. It doesn't have to be money or business, but bring some kind of value to my life. Being a good person that wants to chit chat every now and then, just about everyday stuff, and you're not a needy person and you understand that I can't always get back to you all the time, cool. We can be great friends, right? If I sense that you're a needy person, trying to take advantage of me, or you're trying to one-up me, whether it's for business or personal reasons, your email's getting not only deleted, but blocked. So if you want to grab and hold someone's attention, you have to bring them value. Bring them immediate value. And don't expect anything in return. That's another thing. I've always been a big giver. And I've always been a giver to give, not a giver to get. I give to give, not give to get. When you give to give, with no expectations, the law of reciprocity will come back to you tenfold down the road. It won't happen right away, but down the road, it'll all come back. Almost done with 2 laps, folks. 1 more to go. It's pretty hot. I mean, I feel like actually stopping now, but I'm going to push myself to do 1 more lap because I can get a pretty good burn because it's so hot. I think tonight I'm going to go get myself some protein style 4x4 In-N-Out burgers. In-N-Out is really, really good stuff. Healthy burgers with no bun, lettuce wrapped, some grilled onions, animal style, cheese on every single layer. That's why they call it the 4x4. And I like to get a little bit of spread sauce. It's like the ranch dressing they have. There are a few calories. I'm gonna wait, but he's pulling out. All right. Some dude was about to pull out in the truck, and it's tight by his gate, so he had to pull back. And then he was waiting for me. Excuse me a second. Let me check out the chat real quick. We're about to start lap number 3. Hey, WrestleMania, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome, Jamie. Critical Masses. I've gotten sidetracked a little lately with drama and other things. I should return to my primary objective and focus on providing value. This is a good reminder, says Critical Mass. WrestleMania says, yes, agreed. Family comes first, in my opinion, of course. I know some people who are estranged with their families, so they may choose a different priority. That's true. Some value being entertained more than being informed, and the other way around, says Critical Mass. Now, I understand that. Here's the thing, Critical Mass. Friend to friend, with no disrespect intended, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. All I'm going to do is tell you the same thing I told American Dream, the American Dream channel. The other guy named Mike. You're Mike as well. You're Critical Mass Mike. He's American Dream Mike. American Dream continues on a daily basis to feed into endless, nonsensical, stupid drama. And why is he doing it? Because that's the only way he can get views, right? That's the only way he thinks he can get views, right? Here's the thing. I get more views on my non-drama streams than Dream gets on his drama streams. And my views went way down since I stopped feeding into drama. But I still get around 200 to 250, sometimes 300 plus views on my live streams that are non-drama. And they've been all non-drama lately. My question to you, bro, is the same thing to American Dream. What makes you feel the need to keep feeding into drama people? Do you feel the need to give people a piece of your mind that don't care about what you say because they don't care about anything, including themselves? Because for the last 4 years, maybe the last 3.5 years, because for the last 6+ months, maybe a year or so, I really haven't been feeding much into these people. And lately it's been cold turkey, like I don't talk about them at all. I hear from the grapevine they still talk about me and sometimes still simulcast me, but I could care less. They can do whatever they want. I've moved on. I ignore them. People that send me emails, I don't care to know. I just ignore it. The only people that I read emails from and take to heart are my moderators. If you're a moderator here on my channel and you send me something, no matter what it is, I will look at it. If you're just somebody else trying to make me aware of what drama people are doing with my content, I'll just delete your email and block you. I don't even look at it. I don't care. The reason why I don't care is this, is that there's no value to what they're doing unless I react to it. With no reaction, there's no value, right? So I made that decision, Mike, Critical Mass, months ago. You know what? I had to take care of some business with some people from that side. I said what I had to say. I took care of some business that needed to be taken care of. And then I said, I'm done. I'm going back to my own content, and I don't care what they do. I don't care if they stalk me. I don't care if they stalk my family. I don't care. I do care, but I don't. Because we're just going to laugh at them. I don't care if they simulcast me. I don't care if they talk about me all day, every day. Because the truth of the matter is, Mike, the more and more these people talk about me or talk about us, the more and more, whether they say it or not, the more and more they like us, and the more they need us in some way, shape, or form to survive. If they didn't need us to survive, Mike, Critical Mass, they wouldn't use us as content, right? If they had better ways that were more profitable for them, they wouldn't feel the need to use us as content. In essence, what they're doing is they're glorifying us. Now, they may be getting paid donations by a group of haters that don't like us, right? And that may be all they care about, which is probably what it is, right? But the truth of the matter is, deep down inside, they know they made that money out of the glory they have for us, bro. That's the truth of the matter. So before I stop over here and read the chat, I'm just curious to know, bro, what is the need to continue to feed into drama? You, American Dream, and some other really good people that actually have some good content to provide outside of drama. Let's see. Hi, Queen says, WrestleMania, Critical Mass says, I cut Dream out of my life. I'm not going to join his live stream anymore. It's easy to get pissed at people when you're under attack a lot. All right, you distance yourself mentally from it and emotionally, bro. Critical Mass furthermore says, that's right. Haters are a form of fans. They spend so much time and energy on us. Well, they also make money off of us because they build audiences that don't like us, right? They build people that love cringy drama content, right? And they try to exploit us. And that's fine. I've learned to let that go too. They can do whatever they want. I don't care because I've moved on. And eventually, in the long run, they're going to see what happens. I don't have to say what's going to happen. Everyone knows what's going to happen when you focus on something real and sustainable, unlike drama content. Eventually, they know what's going to happen, right? But I want to mention one more thing on my final lap here. Critical Mass Mike is, what I want to mention is when I finally got to the point of where none of it bothered me, I put myself to the ultimate test. I'm going to share this story. This happened about 4 or 5 months ago. There's a channel that's called, I can't remember what the guy's channel was. He had like 21,000 subscribers. I can't remember. He doesn't show his face. Well, the point of the matter is, this guy with a faceless channel, he uses his voice that does a lot of commentary stuff. He was basically going after somebody that has been coming after me for a long time. And so I sent him some information. I said, if you need any information about this guy, I can tell you what he's done to me. Well, next thing you know, he ended up being on the panel, a live stream panel of a guy I'm not too fond of out here on YouTube. And I reached out to him on Discord because he actually wanted me to go on his show several weeks before, and I was going to go on his show. But the reason why I didn't go on his show was because I didn't want him to think I was trying to leverage his 20,000 plus subscribers, right? But a few weeks later, I heard him talking about me on another person's live stream, the person I'm not fond of. And so I reached out to him. I said, I heard what you said. I'm not afraid to talk with you, dude. I just don't want you thinking I'm trying to leverage your subs. I'd be happy to come on your show, right? But at the same time, I knew what this guy was all about. And I had a feeling he was going to conspire with the guy that didn't, I wasn't too fond of and wasn't too fond of me because he got on this panel, right? And what happened after that was I went on to a show prepared to get attacked. I was prepared to get attacked by him and his one co-host, right? And I had a feeling that the person that I wasn't too fond of, I'm still not too fond of to this day, where he was on his panel, where this guy was on his panel, was giving him all my past information and stuff, right? Everything that he had attacked me on, he gave to this content creator. I can't remember what his name is. So I go on that show. They start off really nice. And then he starts to come at me a little bit. I could sense it, right? But I kept my cool. I said, that's your opinion. And this guy was doing whatever he could to try and trigger me because he wanted to get a reaction from me to trigger a lot of donations from his audience. He still made an okay amount of money that night, but if he had triggered me, he would have made 3 times as much. I knew the game. I knew what they were doing. So when he and his co-host, a woman, couldn't trigger me, they brought on a third person. And they tried to have that person trigger me. It didn't work. Then they brought on a 4th person. That didn't work. A 5th person. That didn't work. A 6th person. That didn't work. And a 7th person. That didn't work. And I'll just tell you, pretty much the guy that sent them all the information, I'll just say was a mid-30s millennial guy that is very insecure and immature and doesn't love himself, and when he perceives someone to be better than him, he does whatever he can to try to kick that person down. That mid-30s millennial gave him all of the information, right? And they all tried to trigger me, right? Not just one-on-one. It was 7-on-1. 7 of them came at me, prepared by the mid-30s millennial. And I sat there for 2 hours and said, hey, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm not going to get mad. What are you guys trying to trigger me? I'll answer your question. It's your opinion, right? Because I kept my cool and I said, that's your opinion to whatever they would say because it was their opinion. I didn't agree with it. It was their opinion, right? I triggered them. I triggered the host of the show. I triggered him so much by keeping my cool that he kicked me off his own show. Then that mid-30s millennial goes and puts out a video saying that This dude destroyed me on his show. Where, mid-30s millennial, I kept my cool. But you had to play it that way for drama ratings, right? And because you can't stand giving me any victory when I'm not even in competition with you. I share this story, critical mass, not to feed back into these people or to drama, but to show you that sometimes it takes something like that to prove to yourself that you can move past this. I went on that show because all those people thought I was scared to go on there, including the channel owner, when the truth of the matter was, I didn't want them to think I was leveraging all those subs. And I went on there because I wanted to show strength. I knew what was going to happen, and I was ready for it. And after that, bro, it's never been the same for the people that were coming at me. Because that guy was one of the most brutal guys that comes after people. He puts the other people in the former drama sphere I used to be involved with to shame. So that after that show, you have no idea how good I felt, bro. How strong I felt. And I didn't feel victorious because it wasn't a competition, bro. I felt at peace within myself. I didn't feel like I won over him and the 7 people he brought on to attack me because the mid-30s millennial set it up. I didn't feel like I was a victor over the millennial or anyone else. I felt at peace within myself, bro. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what any of them think, bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell you people. The only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. If you folks, whether you're a man or a woman, it's harder for women because women are emotional beings, I get that. But for anyone out there, if you can understand this one thing, it'll turn your life around. The only opinion of yourself that matters is your own. If you truly believe that and practice that, and you come to terms with that, and you have the strength to know that that is true, and you believe in that, nothing will ever faze you. Eli, if you can't remember the person's name, it's not worth talking about it. No, it was worth talking about it, Queen. I just forgot about the name. It's been a while. Gaming says then people take a person's words to twist them to be something that is totally not meant to be because they're trying to trigger you to get a reaction from you, to get donations from an audience that loves drama. Gaming. So all you manipulating kiss-assers, sucking whatever to twist things to your narrative can go F yourselves, LOL. Gaming. Queen says gaming with the laughing emoji, crying out of laughter. Critical Masses, I've had the same experience by joining certain live streams and having multiple people working hard to trigger me. Ah, that felt good, LOL, says gaming. Cowards and weak people always work in groups against a strong individual. They need to have numerical superiority, critical mass. Yeah, here's the thing. Critical mass, here's the thing. It doesn't matter what any of these people think about that day when I was on that show. It doesn't matter what these people think to this day about that day when I was on that show, where I was gang mob attacked by 7 people plus the channel owner himself after he was given everything from a spoiled, entitled mid-30s millennial that had been attacking me and putting out, bad stuff on me that wasn't true for years, right? All because the mid-30s millennial, just can't live with the fact that I'm happy within myself and I'm secure within myself, right? mid-30s millennial has some superiority complex, and it stems back to his childhood in the way his mama raised him, because his mother wore the pants in that marriage, and it screwed him up, right? But the bottom line is, dude, the bottom line is that no matter what they say or how they look at it, even to this day, I stood tall for 2 hours with a total of 8 people, 7 plus the host, coming at me with every single piece of information given to them by that millennial guy. And I stood there tall, right? And they were all laughing, and they were all, making fun of me when I wasn't even getting triggered, right? And what was happening was the host was playing audio out to the stream that I couldn't hear because I was on. He actually brings people on through Discord voice. So I was on Discord. I couldn't hear anything that was happening on the stream because he was rerouting the audio on the stream only. And he was playing stuff like my videos from the past, right? So they didn't even tell me what was going on, right? So how in the world can anyone respect a show like that? Or how in the world can anyone give a victory to that guy when, number one, I never got triggered, number two, they had to play my past content in a sneaky way that was only going out to the audience but not to me on Discord. The great lengths that these people had to go through to try to trigger me, and they've done this to other people too. They do this to other people that they perceive are better than them in some way, shape, or form. There's no other reason for it, Mike. These people perceive you to be in a better place emotionally and mentally than them, right? And happier within yourself, right? And they find a way to trigger you to try to kick you down, make content off of you. So number one, they feel better. And number two, they capitalize off of you, bro. So what's the best way to stop that? Is to remove yourself from the situation, bro. That's what I did. All right, we're here by the Red Morton Community Park sign. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if we're right there. Red Morton Community Park. I love this park. It's the park that I grew up at. It's the park that made me who I am. Played soccer here, Little League Baseball, AYSO soccer. AYSO is American Youth Soccer Organization. And Little League Baseball is just that, it's Little League Baseball. How's the audio been for most of the show? Has been pretty good. No issues. Somebody let me know, please. I want to make sure we're rolling smoothly. And get your final questions, comments, or concerns in, folks. I'm about to finish my third lap, and we're about to go off the air. I feel really good today. I could probably make it another lap, but it's just hot, and I'm starting to get dehydrated. And I keep forgetting to purchase my fanny pack for these walks. I think I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna purchase a high-end freaking fanny pack, top of the line. I don't care. What would a high-end fanny pack cost me? Maybe 30 or 40 bucks at the most. You get a cheap one for like 5 or 10 bucks, and that thing rips in like 2 weeks, right? So if anyone has any suggestions for some decent high-end fanny packs that can hold at least 2 bottles of water, maybe 3, go around the waist and it fits comfortably, please feel free to email me at coacheli@coacheli@eliasmelas.com. I would greatly appreciate it. If not, I will just look on Amazon myself later tonight. It's been stable. Yes, good video, audio, etc. Thank you. You're good, says Queen. Queen, have you ever had so much steam inside? You got to vent it out once in a while. It's healthy. Yep. People think they win if they get you triggered, aka angry. Well, they do win. If they do trigger you, bro, they win. Yes, that's the root issue a lot of the time. Specialized Cycling Club. Coach, how is your pinched nerve doing? Is it still 99% healed? Yeah, like 99.5. I still feel it a little bit, but I mean, obviously, you can tell I'm walking. I'm walking a lot more stable, less jittery, like I did initially. I mean, you can see I'm doing these streams. I'm walking with no problem, holding the selfie stick. It's all good. How are you doing, Specialized Cycling Club, aka Sicily 810? Great to see you here again. Nice to see you on the former stream as well. Don't feel like they win if occasionally you get triggered angry. It happens every time, okay? But not every time it happens. It is a win for them in my view. See, bro, that's I got to be real with you, Critical Mass Mike. And I respect your opinion, but I feel differently about it. And go with what you feel works for you, bro. My whole thing is if these people try to trigger you and they successfully trigger you, it's because you allow them to trigger you. They win. Hands down. They win. Whether you think they win or not doesn't matter. In their eyes, they win, and they do win. I own that. I let these people consume me for years because I didn't realize what was going on. But now that I figured it out, I don't let it get to me at all. I've moved forward. I ignore and I keep moving forward with my own game plan. And I'm laser focused. I bought a new laptop. I bought a new camera. I spent like $5,000. I'm rocking and rolling. And it doesn't matter what they say or do, bro. It's gonna get there. The only way it won't get there, bro, for myself or your channel or anyone else's, is if you allow them to keep consuming you, bro. You'll know that you're ready to move on when anything that they say, no matter what it is, doesn't trigger you anymore. Because nothing they say triggers me, bro. And I had to go on that show to prove it to myself. I went on a show that I knew I was going to get attacked severely to see how strong of a person I was. And I passed my own test, bro. That's something maybe, you can do for yourself and get yourself out of this drama mess and start creating the greatness that you were meant to create, bro. All right, folks, we are at 1 hour and 23 minutes, and I'm getting very thirsty. I'm semi-dehydrated, and before I get more dehydrated, I'm going to go and get something to drink from my car and wrap this up. Let me check out the chat one last time. I will hear you out on this. Hey, Cicely, hope you're doing well. Specialized Cycling Club says, Coach, proper pre-hydrating and taking a leak before your walk should eliminate the need to carry a water fanny pack. I did take a leak and drank a bottle of water before, bro, but it's almost 100 degrees out here, bro. So I appreciate your advice, and that's how it typically works, but it's really hot right now. So shoot for a gallon or more a day. Well, I do drink that much per day, bro, but not right before a walk. That would weigh you down, and that would make you want to take a leak every 5 minutes, bro. I appreciate it, though, bro. Good advice. I agree. Good workouts, says Mass. Fitness wins, or win. Critical Mass. Excuse my spelling. It's like my grammar. LOL. All right, folks. I don't know. I was thinking about coming back for a late night stream tonight. or a late evening stream. It depends on how I feel. I do want to share a story regarding this new woman I've been talking about for example purposes because it's really, really interesting. It's really, really interesting what happens when you finally come across a decent woman. And I want to share with you folks the signs to look for when a woman is clearly into you. There are certain things she will say and certain things she will do. And I'll give you a hint, like I mentioned on my stream earlier. When a woman says please and thank you to a new guy she's talking with, that's pretty freaking respectful. It is. And that's not a friend zone thing. That's extremely submissive behavior, right? Now, this woman is a little more submissive than I would want a woman to be nowadays, but I would rather take a very submissive woman over a more dominant woman. With a submissive woman, you can uplift her. And, you can open up her level of shyness to be a little more open. And it's actually good that she's a bit shy because she's going to be less prone to cheat on you, right? Because she'll be too shy to do it, right? Took some time, but it was worth taking the time to search. Found a diamond of a girl myself. I know you mention that every time, bro. You are proud of your woman. Maybe one day we'll get to see her. Well, no, you won't dox her, dude, because then they'll attack her. I get it. Anyway, folks, we are at 1 hour and 26 minutes. I want to thank everyone for being here. Have yourselves a good one, and I may see you all later tonight from the studio. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning from the studio at some point tomorrow morning, early afternoon. Go back and watch the earlier show regarding, women and, do women withhold sex from men? What is the reason? What can you do about it? Go check out that former stream or that previous stream from earlier today. It's a couple hours long. If you need something to watch, and had a lot of great information. Have a good one, everyone. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye. We're out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.